Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of our commander, Brigadier General David Allvin, welcome all airmen, soldiers, sailors, Marines, civilians, and coalition partners of NATO Air Training Command Afghanistan to today's Memorial Day ceremony. Please rise and remain standing for the entrance of the official party, the playing of ruffles and flourishes, and the national anthems of Afghanistan and the United States of America. Wait! Prepare!
There's, you know,
Wait! Order! Order! Please be seated. President Franklin Roosevelt said, "Those who have long toured enjoyed such privileges as we forget, and in time, men have died to save them for us." Memorial Day is a time for our nation to reflect, to remember and honor airmen, soldiers, sailors, Marines, and civilians who made the ultimate sacrifice defending or supporting our country, its interests, and its ideals. Memorial Day is an opportunity for us to pay homage to those who died serving our nation and acknowledge the immense debt we owe them and the families who love and the families and loved ones they left behind. Will you remember them this day and every day. For Americans, it wasn't until after the Civil War that we began formally recognizing our fallen with the national holiday. Since its inception in 1868, Memorial Day has become one of our nation's most important holidays. Since last Memorial Day, 307 soldiers, 49 Marines, and 13 sailors have answered their nation's call. 33 days ago, the Air Force suffered a terrible tragedy, adding 8 airmen and 1 civilian contractor from NATO Air Training Command to the count, totaling 21 active duty airmen lost during this year. Today, we honor those American servicemen and women who sacrificed their lives for the freedoms we hold near and dear today. Our nation is at war, once again pitting our most precious resource, our sons and daughters, in the global fight against enemies whose fanatical ideals threaten our very way of life. On this Memorial Day, take the time to remember our predecessors' sacrifices. Consider the legacy of valor and courage left to us by all the servicemen and women who made the ultimate sacrifice for America to remain free. Abraham Lincoln said, "The mystic cords of memory, stretching from every battlefield and patriot grave to every living heart, swell into a mighty chorus of remembrance, gratitude, and rededication on this solemn occasion, Memorial Day. Let us honor those who have paved the way for our freedoms. For those who continue to serve, let's honor those we've lost all in past and in this current war. For those present today, we pay a special tribute to the members of NATCA we lost 33 days ago. Lieutenant Colonel Frank Bryan, Major David W, Major Jeffrey Osborne, Major Phil Ambarge, Major Raymond Stell, Major Charles Ransom, Captain Nathan Nylandy, Master Sergeant Tara Brown, and Mr. James Pavlovsky, the NATCA 9. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commander of NATO Air Training Command, Afghanistan, Brigadier General David W. Yep, this. Thank you for coming. I did not attempt to top the words that the First Sergeant had related. Well, the great leaders throughout our history. Just that, like to add a couple of my own personal thoughts, as we have this day of remembrance. Today we honor the memory of those who have fallen and given their life in defense of this country and its interests. For the American public back home, it's an opportunity for them to show their gratitude and appreciation for the sacrifice of the men and women of the armed forces, specifically for those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. That observance is wedged in between parades, major events, picnic, barbecues, family gathering. It's a holiday. I personally believe that it's fitting. And back in the United States, our citizens are actually honoring the memory of our fallen comrade by enjoying the freedom so many fought for and died for dirt. Here in Afghanistan, it's a bit different. Concept of sacrifice for a greater cause and not lost on us. You are living that sacrifice every day. Specifically for NATO Air Training Command in Afghanistan, this Memorial Day has even stronger significance. With recent loss of our 9 brave Americans. But we had a memorial ceremony for them, the divisions. Today, remember them and recognize them as part of another roots. We honor them as part of a unique legacy, the United States of America. The legacy that demonstrates to our country
and the entire world that there are people who will sacrifice their very existence for a cause much greater than themselves. So today, we all honor our fallen comrades and so many others throughout our history. The greatness of the United States of America has been forged by their final measure of devotion. We will honor their sacrifice here in this command by a renewed dedication to our mission and a continued promise to our country that, if called upon, we are prepared to make that same sacrifice.
Thank you very much. We stand for a moment of silence and remain standing for the benediction, taps, and the retirement of the colors. Let's pray. We obey. Holy God, we call during our day to remember our friends and our brothers and sisters in arms who have given the ultimate sacrifice. We honor their memories and ask your presence and blessings on their families. We ask for your presence and strength as we carry on our mission. Our prayer is in your holy name. Amen. Hey, Seth. Wait, sit.